It's very hard to release this, And it was always on my hand. It was always maybe in my head because I had to think about this, but it's never go inside my heart. I really don't like to be. It was not my goal to be champion, to be pound for pound number one, to be this, to be that. I have a goal to show people where I'm from. Doesn't matter if you come from nowhere, from mountains, you can become best in the world. You just have to follow your dream. When I became this and everything what happened with my father, I just lived this because it was not inside my heart, inside my hands, and I released this. I live this alone. And that's why I think it's very easy for me. I think maybe it was 17, 16 years. I was training with, it was 3-time world champion inside my house. We was living together inside one room. His name is Shamil, and he was the best on his time. It was 2004, 5, 6. He was a world champion, and I was like a kid, I grew up with him. And sometimes I give him hard time, and I'm like, okay, I'm not bad, 16 years old kid. Maybe after a couple years I can beat him, I was always compete with him. He was my father's cousin. He was living with us because his father died. My father bring him to our house. It was like my father bring like almost 15 our brothers, like cousins, third cousin, brother, like his old nephews. He bring from village to capital city because it was not big opportunity in village. He bring, and everybody someone was going to school, college, university, but we all was training morning and night time. It was like army house, We was living like an army life, Every day, everybody have their own schedule, and they were supposed to follow your schedule, And I was living with Shamil in one room, and it's like, I'm 16 years old. At my weight classes, I have best sparring partner in the world. He's the best. He was 3-time combat sambo world champion, I grew up with him. And when maybe I was 16, 17, I was doing a little bit good with him, little bit, and these kind of things give me so much confidence. I remember when I was 18 or 19, I really wanna compete in Russian championship to go to World Cup, World Championship, and to become world champion. And I remember my father told me, you're gonna become world champion if you become champion inside your house. Because competition inside my house was more hard than competition in world championship. Can you imagine? And it's okay. I look at he said, you see Shamil, this is your weight class, he's the best in the world. If you wanna become champion, just beat this guy, that's it, And it was best advice for me. I love him, he's my brother, I just wanna beat him. It was very straight. Even my father was when we step on the mats, he said, here is not father, not brother. We are opponents. Finish, then you're my son. It was this kind of mentality he put in my head. Education is most important because first word in our Quran is Allah says is Iqra. It means education. You have to read, you have to learn, you have to know, this is very important. It's all our guys, my close brothers, I'm older right now in my team, and I always said, you guys have to learn everything, doesn't matter, history, language, you guys have to learn your religion. This is very important because you guys travel too much, it's very important. Every day you have to know something, Even if you're 75, even if you're 80, every day you know something new, you know. This is life, very short life. Like how one scholar say, when I meet people more than 63 years, I told them this is like stoppage time. You know, it's like, it's like when time is finished in football, like 90, they give you like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Extra time, sorry, not stoppage time. It's like, if you like 63, 65, it's like extra time. You know? Our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu he was living 63 years, you know. And even my father, he was living only 56, you know. But he has always planned to live more, but who knows? We have planned and Allah have planned. Allah planned, nobody knows. And that's why we have to learn all the time and we have to be ready. Without learning, without education, you cannot understand. You can't teach your kids, you cannot understand what's going on in your life, you know. And that's why education is most important.
To your very last day.
So why a lot of old people, they raise hands? You guys want kids? I see a lot of guys. Like, what do you mean kids? Kids like how old?
Okay.
Because this is very important, brother. If you say to kids, oh, you kids, you small, you're young, it's like he's gonna be young even when he become 20 years, you know. You're gonna think, you have to tell them, hey, you no more any more kids, you know, you're responsible for this. Let him feel this, you know. 16 years is not kids, brother, come on. It's old people.
What's your advice for anybody that wants to get into UFC, the key things from it?
Don't do this. If you guys don't like someone hit your face, don't do this. It's not a good idea. It's better stay away from this. Stay home with your parents. They give you good food, no cut weight, nobody gonna smash your face. It's very hard sport. Even like when, no, I'm not joking. I don't know why people are laughing. Like people ask me about what you're gonna do with your kids. Like, honestly, I don't want they become MMA fighters. I'm very honest.